I remember a few years ago when my cousin got a ZTE Blade phone. It was a really poor performer with low performance and a lot of bugs. But here today we have something new. Only similarity with phone from the past is the name Blade. Welcome to my full in-depth review of ZTE Blade A1. Before we start, I want to ask you to subscribe to my channel. It is really windy in my back. Thanks a lot for that in advance. Let's focus on specification and position of this device. It is affordable low-priced phone with mid-range specifications, quad-core processor with 2GB of RAM, 16GB internal storage, which is expandable with occupying second SIM slot with microSD card. If you ever had iPhone 5C, you will immediately notice similarities between Blade A1 and 5C. Design and build quality is touching point between them. In hand it feels solid and very well built, no crunching at all, also grip is really good. A1 really feels good in the hand. Design is good, but what about hardware? You will find everything you need and more on A1. 8MP wide-angle front-facing camera. On the bottom there are 3 capacitive touch buttons with middle button acting as notification light ring. Screen is 720p unit, which acts pretty good, but outdoor performance is pretty low at direct sunlight. Backside is beautiful, unibody design, glossy plastic which feels really good in the hand. On the top part there is a 13MP camera with single LED flash. Under camera we can see a fingerprint scanner. At the bottom there is a speakerphone grill, sound is loud and clear, without distortion on maximal levels. Android version is 5.1. I will quickly show you how the phone performs, but first let's go into the settings. You have a simplified version of settings, and by going on the right you have a standard RAW option. Let's go into About. I will close down all application running in the background, and then I will freshly start a new application, standard ones, which probably 90% of people will use, like Facebook, Instagram and others. So we have all these apps running in the background. Now I will show you how much of free RAM memory is available. As you can see, we have 1.3GB of RAM free, which leaves you a lot of space. And I think that this is more than enough for a device like this. 2GB of RAM will let you have a lot of application running in the background. There will be no need for the phone to close applications running if you want to start a new one. So overall, I am really confident about a long-term performance of this phone. Fingerprint scanner performance is really good, and I will show you that now. You can see when I put down my finger, It's pretty accurate. It rarely misses a scan, which is really good, especially if you consider the price of this phone. A lot more expensive models don't have this accurate scanner. Benchmark results are pretty good. I will show you now NT2 benchmark results. Here you can see the score. It's 31,547. Here you can see NT2 basic info. Geekbench result is more than decent, with single core score of 624 and multi-core score 1831. Playing games on ZTE AI1 is a good experience. Hardware-intensive games perform fine, you won't be blown away by insane FPS, but overall you will be able to enjoy them, and games with lesser hardware demand will run smoothly. Let's see now camera performance. Camera is pretty snappy, it autofocus really fast. And there are normal HDR, panorama, beauty, picture-in-picture modes available. In video recording you have picture-in-picture and normal. This is a front-facing camera, and hello there for all watchers. Back camera pictures are pretty decent, images are sharp, white balance is good, only downside is a bit washed out color look, but overall I like the performance of camera, focus is fast and precise, and in general camera is pleasant to use. Video quality is okay, nothing special but also not bad. You will be able to capture moments and not be ashamed when you watch them. Battery life is a golden story on Blade A1. In Geekbench I managed to get 11 hours, yes, really good, and in real life usage I managed to get 2.5 days of mediocre usage. Impressive if you ask me. My final conclusion for ZTE Blade A1 is positive in nearly every aspect. Mid-range hardware with price of low-end device, yes, I'm always for that. Build quality is good, but if you hate all plastic build, you definitely should give a chance to this phone. It feels really solid in hand and not at all cheap. Chipset performance is reasonably good, and Android 5.1 is performing pretty well. I used 8.1 for a week as daily driver, and after that time I can conclude that Android experience is really fine. It has slowdowns here and there, but nothing to get you frustrated. Battery life is impressive, and you won't worry about that at all. All other standard telephony features performed well, and I, in a week of usage, couldn't find any problem with this device. A1 definitely gets my recommendation. I got ZTE A1 from GearBest, links are in the description so you can check it out. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, thumbs up, subscribe, and until next time, see ya!